Girl, that's why I said somebody willing to kill you and turn you into a stuffed animal or something like that so they can still be with you but claim that they don't want you. Or like I feel like this is something somebody does. They want to just be in full control of somebody, and you, whatever this is insane. This is insane, y'all. I don't understand this. It's just I feel like it's a bombardment of like this is some kind of group effort. Like I don't know. It's very disturbing. It's disturb. I can, like I just my mind don't reach these lengths now. This when I say, look, God, I don't know what you want me to do about this. I don't know if somebody released somebody from like some type of imprisonment or mental facility. Like whoever they want people that are like marked or tainted or only after you've been to jail. Something it must be some type of control that they gain over people because of this. Okay? Because of these types of actions or something like this. It's like paying an oath, like being like an oath to some kind of deity or something or people here. But it's like, how do you know that the same people that you must how do you know that the same people that you fear are the same people that I'm supposed to fear? It may be not in my, repertoire to fear the same beings or entities or something that you fear, or that you have to shudder in front of. Like, I don't really know. I don't know. Like nothing is like mm, suffice me. It's like I'm here. I'm a. It's almost like I want to say I'm a visitor in this, but it's not really. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like at this time I'm here doing something. Um, you understand? It's it's weird because everybody got so much to say about the colonizers, but what I'm hearing when I read the Bible is if it wasn't for the colonizers, it wouldn't be none of these people left because it's almost like somebody lied, or back in the day when the earth joined with the earth in Genesis, it was okay. But if you look at it now, it's not okay. Or somebody missed something. Or in the Bible it says that Christ or Jesus, when they on earth, is privy of some things that God is not privy of on earth. This could even be if we're talking about the government, if we're talking about people trying to play God in the government. There's things that's going on with it. The sun is in there in the shit. You know what I'm saying? Why are these other people even getting some time? If they go, they go. The sun is needs all the protection because the sun is the one that's moving through, doing something, or their energy is being used to cleanse or get out demons or something like this. You know, if the creators of demons can get rid of demons, then okay, well then let's find a way to charge the creators of demons. If their demons are too strong for Jesus, then somebody has to be, held accountable. Like I think this is what somebody is trying to make it seem like somebody can't get the like they're trying to overpower like the son on earth. No disciples, they're all Judases from what the son can see. We're talking about it from somebody like Jesus wasn't able to have the internet and reach thousands of people in 1 second if he could have, or Christ or whatever. We're telling the story. Jesus never really got, everybody else wrote about what Jesus said. Jesus or Christ didn't get the chance to say what. This would be like the inside joke of me or you being young and being Jesus back then and not knowing it. It's an inside joke. You don't even know what you could be doing or something. So we'll just do stuff to you. And then you think and the person die and come back. You get what I'm saying? And you think that the person is not going to be sitting here talking about what these people are doing. Like that don't even make sense. That was coming back for the judgment here. This could be of the death of him or her at the other time. I don't understand this. Okay, so somebody that's going bald, or somebody could even be a skinhead. Okay, um I know my person cut his hair yesterday, in the mirror, bald. But I feel like this is a female that's losing her hair, or a female that got like edges missing, or they're thinning hair. My cousin Annalisa, it's funny because that picture came up yesterday, and she started losing her hair at a young age. Just like my so-called brother-in-law, he started getting gray hair at a young age. He started getting gray hair at a really young age. Um, but somebody could be going towards somebody that's going bald. Okay. This could be also this person with the shampoo in their eye, or this could even be this savage street strat savage. Um, there's a male tarot reader called Savage something. This could also be a clone of Malcolm X. Okay. It's almost like these boys are mad. Like if I'm the only girl, they're mad at what I was able to accomplish with just following God only, not some type of, religion or cult or something, and sitting in one spot. Like, what are you like? It's like these people are mad about. Yeah, we got independence. It's almost like that's what this is. And somebody didn't bite the apple, and they're trying to claim all this stuff. Somebody's like, this independent female is looking like the emperor right here. Like, it was so easy for these people to be tricked by some slick words or some tankling of the ankles and all this other stuff. Like, stop already. You lost or something like this. I'm hearing. I don't know. But they're like, bitch, if you become the emperor, we just gonna kill you to death. And we're gonna pass you off as something, or take you over there to the east of the garden and do something here. All right. We got 11 years. I sacrificed without the kids. I have nothing to show. Somebody did not have an affair. Okay. This could be something of the higher powers too, because there could be some communication or some connection that you had with somebody, where somebody could try to call it an affair, but it may not have been an affair. It could have been some type of extension of something here. Okay, so somebody's trying to say that you had some type of an affair, but you were independent. You could have been did independent for 22 years or something. You thought you were living life with someone, but it was just a shadow, or it was just somebody that was there. You remember, even though I look at myself as Mary Queen of Scots or Francis, throughout these cycles of life, I could have played both and then end up being a child of them, right? But um when Catherine Medici's husband came back, and King Charles, or it was Henry. Henry came back, and he was like all up in her business and stuff, like as a ghost, and making love to her and everything like this. Okay. I feel like I experienced a energy like that probably like 6 years ago, with an energy. Like I had a supernatural situation that happened here. Okay. About 6 years ago. It felt real. Okay. It felt real. But I'm like, I'm not Medici. Stop it. Somebody else is Medici. Like, y'all trying to downcast me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going there. Okay. But so I feel like if somebody is a main character energy here, like there's Jesus and then there's other deities. They could be as powerful in other nations or something like that. It's just we're in America, right? And Jesus is more talked about, right? So I usually, when I'm watching something, I can relate to all the main characters. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like a kaleidoscope or something like this. It's just the way that my mind sees it. Okay. Um, so I would say, what only thing I could relate with Catherine Medici on the show Rain, which is one of my favorite shows because of the costumes and shit. Because even if we in 2025, bitch, I would find a way to remake culture from like the Victorian or Edwardian areas, the Elizabethan, I would find a way to bring that shit back in style today. Okay. That just me. Okay. But I like that. Another favorite movie of mine, because of the effects, is Marie Antoinette. Okay, with Kirsten Dunst. I be in heaven, okay, when I'm watching that movie, because like I would be acting stupid like that today with them dresses and shit like this, but I would like shorten them up, the fabric wouldn't be so heavy, but bitch, I bring it back. You know what I'm saying? People will be walking around with that shit on or something like it. You know what I'm saying? The shoes, the little George Washington used to have a nice extensive shoe collection. Okay, almost feminine. You know what I'm saying? I would bring it back. Okay. So I love the show. I love the movie. I love the when they're gambling, the little chips and stuff that they're using, the colors and everything. Like that's me. Okay. So Lord, that's me. Okay. So anyways, let's get off that subject. Um, but I'm thinking about that, like the fact that she was crazy about her son. But I feel like in this lifetime I met a masculine in the spirit for the first time, and I love that masculine. And like I couldn't tell you if it was the father, the son, or I about to say not the Holy Spirit, but the father, the son, or my future connection. But then I feel like I also experienced a loss in the spirit. This is the first time I ever had a love in the spirit and a loss in the spirit. Okay. And I feel like I mourned whoever this was for about 3 years. Okay. So I haven't just been sitting here just for anybody that's new to the channel that haven't been here on the whole full journey. I also could have been mourning myself because if there was always extras of me to make sure that if they were doing something with me, that there was somebody here, I could have been mourning the loss of those parts of me too. You understand? So it was I'm hearing Whitney Houston, the greatest love of all, because that was the most potent, because it was very, it was, I don't know, it was very potent. Okay. It just could have been a love burst in general. Okay. Um, could have been something like that. But let me think about how I could think about this. See, y'all, I've been trying to get too many words out at one time, so y'all can hear me getting kind of like excited. Um, but this could also be that a masculine energy was in the underworld and they came back here just to sit here and fuck things up for me for a new start, just to bring back even dead children that have been, taken out of man, or, demon or demonized or turned to something else, ghost energies, or these different cliques or clubs and rings that y'all got going on. I feel like it was just a disturbance. You understand? Okay, yeah. Somebody was sitting being kind of religious, like with their being ritual or ritualistic, or maybe religious here, with the long hair flowing down. Okay, and then something, yeah, but somebody saying it's not a man. This could have been a feminine energy or something that came back in. All right. Um, if these people are different and they were allowing mothers and grandma and all other people to be in their energy so they can attach to me too, this could be what the problem is as well here. All right. It's like whatever I am, the energy doesn't die. Somebody's trying to make you afraid. I don't care whether it did or not. It's not that important to me. The service is what's important to me. So, when people be trying to like, well, we found somebody else, we kind of don't need you no more, or something like this. Oh, well, that's fine. But you're going to have to pay your dues before you walk out that door. And this person, this two-faced man that's in the underworld and up here and in the underworld and up here, you can't have none of my stuff. What are you taking it down to the dead for? We need it up here with the living. So that's why death is so rampant on the earth, because y'all so gung-ho with trying to let these men take something from somebody. And like I said before, this ain't got nothing to do personal with somebody's money. But I know there's a lot of women that have money, or a lot of people that work in the industry or things like this, that are watching this occur, and they don't owe shit, but don't get in the middle of trying to fuck nothing up either. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they never seen nobody do it this way and take the finances, bring it back into this bitch, and then do something. But I'm doing something different than what other people. I'm not. God is doing something different. I'm not doing the same thing. Why you even? Because these girls that's on these councils, these fake councils, and these fake prophetesses, these are just haters. I told you. They have to be mad about the connection that somebody in their family has to the conduit. Why are you doing that? You don't even supposed to know nothing about that. You that ain't even that's something man service to God and something higher, and then their family is on a different level. Like, what is going on here? You understand? Like, come on, man, get yourself together. Usually people be excited about that. If somebody's seen somebody go through a real life Cinderella story, people want that person to have energy or whatever they need to, whatever. If you really ever gave a fuck about that person, why? Because you got everything out of that person. They still, you don't need them. You walk away. Okay. Well, this person needs to be able to have enough energy to get up and walk away and rebuild themselves too. You know, these motherfuckers don't care about nobody. They don't really care about, they don't. And I'm telling you, some of these people is not the gods. You're not the gods. I'm telling you, you're not gods from here. Okay? You're not. So we have discovery here. All right. And then there's a victory here, and then there's a death here. Somebody could have said that you killed somebody so that you could get a victory, or that I killed somebody to get a victory. I'll say that. Okay. Um, but this is not true. Somebody's like, go check this or something, but something is not true. Okay. It's like, go check out this date or something like that. And somebody is just lying. Okay. Something was not discovered here. All right. Shampoo in the eye. This person could be, there's some kind of friendship that they have with somebody. 69 boys. 69. Hold on one second. What's going on? We got flattery. Yeah, there go the two-faced man here. Somebody could have came back trying to flat. This is a Gemini possibly. And this person got, I heard money on their mind, but this is also like the Hollywood. All right. And then they have two people in their mind. This person is already two-faced and they have two people facing each other in the mind. And then they have the Hollywood energy here. All right. Like, I don't understand people being around you, vibing off your energy, and then taking that energy and formulating that into words or movement or action with other people. I don't understand that. I didn't think that that's how you build. Maybe I'm different, or there's something foreign about that, but I could not trust you. I could not trust you, especially if you've been sitting around me all this time and nothing has developed or grown around. And I know I'm all about growth. I know I'm about creativity. I know how to cook in the mind. I know how to, put my stuff together here to put my display out. I know how to be creative. I know how to cook on the stove. I know how to do every motherfucking thing I need. I've already done those things. You understand? The reason why I'm telling you I can't plot on nobody is right now, whether it's darkness or God or me, whoever's doing something with my mind, I can't even make a plan to get the dentist appointment, to be honest with you, how my mind be going other places. This is how I know that I'm not in the right place. I'm supposed to be around people that's helping take care of me because I've made it this far, and somebody's trying to make it like I'm aloof or something or whatever like this, or lazy, or just don't want to put forth the effort. You can want to slow down, not give up, but it is not a depressing. It's just like, what the it's like, it's irritating. It's irritating, because there's a lot of stuff when people are conduits, we can move a lot of other things for a lot of other people. But when it comes to us, you understand? It's the only way that I feel like on earth they can hold us back is by mumbling up paperwork or stopping cash flow or something like this. All right. So it's just kind of sad because these types of things, they can get messy, but at the end of the day, it's this, whatever they're doing is illegal. I mean, it may be a reason why God got us just waiting so these people could make all the stupid accidents and everything could just come back to the person. All right. So this could be a two-faced man trying to take something from someone. There could have been also a third-party situation. This person could have been this energy acting like a statue, like they don't know nothing, they can't talk about nothing with you. Somebody could also have a twin. I saw this preview for this movie. I'm like, oh, I want to watch that tomorrow. About no, no, it wasn't a preview about a movie. I'm getting confused. It was a detective show. Okay. about two boys and a little girl. Okay. And I think they were brothers, but it was like a whole bunch of these brothers. I think she was a part of a family with a large amount of boys and only girl. And then there was two boys or whatever from a big family or whatever. And you know, um from a big family or whatever. And this girl was like the only like first murder and something in like Connecticut. And I don't know, I just keep getting something about Nantucket or Connecticut or one of these places where I don't know, it's like a nautical energy or something like this. I don't know why I keep picking this up. It could be from somebody else's past lifetime, mine or something like this, but they found the girl with her head bludgeoned or whatever, okay? At 15 years old. But this is what I was thinking too. Somebody could be in a situation where a family had not told you about a twin or a clone or something like this. Okay. One light, one dark, or something like this. Okay. Because you see how this person here, they look just almost alike. They're almost like Elvis to me, but the person look, um, it's kind of like how those brothers was. They look alike, but one's face is more slender, one was more squared. This person over here, it looked like it's exactly the same, but if you look at it, it's not. The lips are more, mm, let me see. The lips are more flush on this side, the nose is smaller. Okay. On this side, the top lip hangs over the bottom lip. Somebody can have, is it called overbite? There could be an overbite. Because I was trying to think like, no. Okay, no, I'm not thinking that. And then on this side, his nose is bigger. All right. Hmm. But both of them were like trying to, battle for this girl and like in some kind of strange way or something like this. Um hmm. It's be like 3 centuries, 3 decades, three something. Because both of them were courting her. It's almost like both of these people, because they looking at you, like both of them could see themselves with the person or something. I don't know. And then we have these berries here. It's also making me think about this tree. I was touching on the leaves yesterday because I was trying to figure, my side was hurting really bad from something. And I was trying to find something outside. Like one time I was having some little bit of pain in my breast, and I used to take the lemon balm, and there's a weird plant. I don't know if they say it is witch's lace or something's lace, black something lace. Okay. Um, and when I was having some problems with that, I was taking that and some dandelion roots, and I was putting it in a like a little net or a cloth or just raw right on my breast like 3 4 years ago. Okay. And it was hurting, my breasts were hurting for some reason, I don't know why. And then I take a whole bunch of this stuff, tie it up into like maybe some string or something, and then just put it there, and it will take away the pain as long as I had it there. If I take it off, then it didn't, it still hurt. So when I was cramping the other day, I took some of the branches and I tucked them in my waist around my stomach or whatever, and it took away the pain or whatever. So um I don't know. I don't know what that plant is. It just smells like coffee. Okay. It smells like coffee. And I don't know. It's planted next to the lemon balm, and the people that lived here before us put it there. So but I noticed that it kind of looks like this. Like these leaves kind of look like this. But I was noticing the little pieces where there's still some things like this with the little berries on it. I don't know if you can eat them or not. Okay. And then there's some that don't have the berries on it no more. And I was touching the texture, like the difference between the texture or whatever. So I don't know what this actually could have something to do with. It's also making me think about the card with the that we had the other day from like the Ed Hardy knockoff cards, okay? With the death card and the two heads on the ground and the olive, okay? Same thing about the over at the lake. I went past this. I did a video on this a couple weeks ago. I went down by the lake and I pulled into like a restaurant that's on the lake. You excuse me. You could tell that this restaurant was, probably built in the 40s or something like this or whatever, older place. But what was on the building shocked me when I looked at that card because there was like two olives. There was like how the people put the olives on that little stick or whatever, when they put it in your drink. I think there's a little cocktail thing or whatever. It was red and black like this. I'm like, oh my goodness, why I feel like I'm at the crime of a murder? Because it looked like a place right up, like right when you step out of the restaurant in the back, it's a little plateau. But if you go down, there's a steep hill, and you're going right. If you accidentally be playing around or dancing around out there at night or drunk after somebody's venue or something at the venue after somebody's party, your ass is grass, okay? Because it goes straight down. It's only it's like a deep cliff, and you go fall right in there, okay, right into Lake Michigan. Like it ain't no sand or nothing like there where you could crawl back out. It's like a big high wall. So you will probably be in a little bit of big trouble, okay, if you fell down there. But this is just giving me this energy here. It's also giving me the same thing about the storyline with the Sky Tower, uh, Final Destination or whatever it's called. I think. Okay, bloodlines or whatever. But this makes me think about a big old olive here, and then these people are in here together, and then you have this whatever this is. Okay. But somebody something is being revealed here about the person that's going bald, and then the two-faced person. Okay. Also, I want to tell you guys what it feels like. It feels like a whole bunch of people doing stuff with your name, with your image, with your children, with your family. They're looking at you because you are the king, but it's almost like somebody like removed your head, your legs, and your arms and stuff like this. But God ain't done with you yet. And so you regrain it, you growing your limbs back. And at the same time, you still speaking the truth. And then these people are like, what? Why did you say 1,000 people planned this and sent out the attack? 1,000 people must die because you ain't dead. And so, and who they came for. So it's something like, oh my God, you just so horrible. Or why we gonna do like this? And then, or they'll try to make it seem like you gonna do this with people that's in a wheelchair. You gonna do this with little kids, or you gonna do this when it comes to these matters right here. It's right then and there. It's on site because you cannot think that you're going to go, I don't know what you're using to do whatever you're doing, but you cannot think that that's okay and that you're going to keep on rolling on doing this. And whatever this is, it's a big old tumbleweed, or it's a big old snowball down a big old, what you call that thing, an avalanche. It's a big old something, a big old blob. It's something, it's just too much. It's just too much. Whatever this is that these people been rolling on and rolling on with, it's just too much. It's like you need to find these people that got this kind of thinking and do an EMP on them or something, because something is not right. All right. I was hearing about some kind of beings or something too, though, that they change form, or they jump from or they live in host or attachments, or like entity attachments or something like this. This could be getting close to like the darkness, or what really is connected to what really run the world. Is something strange like this, okay? Hmm. I don't know. Also, like you got and go bald. So people have to go bald to get into some type of group here. Hmm. I got blink. Okay, this say blind, but I just heard blinking. Somebody's name could be blink. I'm hearing like, okay, I think there's a person in the, in somewhere over there, Anthony Blinken or something like this. Because I feel like there's three sectors. Some of these people, they're in the entertainment industry. They're also in the 5D, and then they're also on the earth. But there's two. And these two may be doing two different things to do something here, and then the energy meets back up or is being recorded up here. Like these people have turned themselves into many heavens, or say God created us or me or somebody that's the connection to him like this, and these people want to copy that. They dissected me or something, some kind of way, science or something, and they're trying to remake what God does with one or his son or something like this to be the light with a whole bunch of different people. Okay. And this is how these people are set up. Come here like something about trust the process, but no, it's too many people's hands on. So everybody throw everybody towards you and put their hands on you because you the wealthiest. But while everybody's doing this, seeing you as some kind of conduit to God and grabbing on you, these people are out doing something. I don't know, whatever. All right. And nobody has discussed this with you. Nobody has confirmed this with you. They want you just to know. Aren't you psychic? Don't you know? Or something like this. And it's like, no, I really don't. But I'm not pressing, I'm not hunting you down and knocking on your doorstep and knocking on your windowsill, like the lady said in that song, to try to force you to tell me. I'm just on my channel speaking my piece or giving a testimony or whatever this is that you want to look at it like. I'm not going forcing you or paying anybody to do this or that or anything like this. And maybe this is a game for these people. You think it should, but you're doing something wrong already because none of this stuff is for these people. So you already know you're wrong. And just because you can do something wrong in front of millions of people and then act like it's right or something like this, it's still wrong. Okay. Yeah, somebody wanted to gain some type of control that they may not be getting. All right. Somebody could have been trying to make you more adaptable here by standing on your back, pinning you down. 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 years. Okay. The devil had only a little bit of time. All right. And then we have these little Geico people or these little lizard people down here with the Gemini energy with adaptability here. And then we have companionship, a deal or something is off here. I'm telling you, somebody else is making deals in your name or my name. That's your image or that's a graven image as well here. And there's a lot of secrets here. So I just like the fact that I'm able to, if I'm this kind of conduit, to say how this person was feeling. Because everybody can keep writing a story over and over again and we keep getting it wrong. Because, they're like, oh, this person is dumb. You shouldn't have been doing this. Well, let me show you how I'm picking up whoever this is saying that this happened here. Somebody went to jail for something that they had there was no red flags, there was nobody came to this person and faced this person. Did this person ever even go to a real jail, or was this a mental prison? Is somebody just been on the planet all this time? Like, it's just making me think about something here. Or are they keep on so-called locking the wrong person in the pit for 1,000 years, or in a pit? Somebody's last name could be Pitts or Pitt. Okay. And then I'm getting, this ain't even chess. You know how they say chess, not checkers? This ain't even chess. We don't know what these people, this could also be people in high places not wanting to admit that they really don't know what this is this time either. Do you understand? Okay. But if it's time, I mean, if there's people, I could feel them. They don't have to show up in droves, in numbers, and like I can feel I could feel a mass of people. I can feel it. I don't, you see what I'm saying? It weighs me down. When I can't move, okay, and then they're doing this, it weighs me down. And I feel like people don't understand what they doing. They wouldn't give a damn if they did. Okay, give me a run for my money. I want to be with you. I don't know. Um, These are people also that could have was supposed to wake you up 20 years ago, but they didn't. And so they're all privy to the way that this shit really works. But they're acting like you're supposed to be gung ho with this. They're acting like somebody could look like your cousin from the 80s, from as far as you remember. And then this person could really be back in the background maneuvering or manipulating your life. I never felt that before. Okay. That's one thing that I don't like that. And then also to think that you mean only prospects that I have in my life is these people that was around me all this time that cut me off for 20 or 30 years from my own brain so that they can use it, okay? To steal all the stuff that God was left for me to. Is this why Jesus could never be on earth and just stay here for a long time and help people throughout the time? Steal my followers, steal my whatever. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is what it would feel like to me. I'm just saying it, okay? This is just what it would feel like here. And all this time they lie and say, oh, well, Jesus had disciples and there was people following and they loved Jesus when he was talking. And what if that's not the case? What if they hated him? And then that's why they started raging, getting mad, throwing the rocks. Like you have to be able to, when you reading that text, you got to be able to, your mind got to be able to shift into those dimensions. You don't have to do anything, but if you really want to get the gist of it, and I'm just telling you, no pastor on earth in the public has done their due diligence. It just hasn't happened yet. It's almost like there's so many damned here on earth that is dangerous for people of purity or something. It could simply be something like this. Or people that's taking a narrow path or straight. Because you could say something, say, ha, you fell off the path. But if all the people come on the path and start abusing you, you don't even know what's going on. You're not even you tapped into your heavenly powers. You don't got your wings. You don't something like this. It's like some crazy shit going on here. Right? And it's almost like somebody's trying to hold me to the fire until I talk more about because in a sense they want to hear, how somebody want to hear something, but they hate to hear it, but they addicted to it. But if you're not doing readings or if I'm not speaking, I can feel when people getting like that too. And it's like, wait a minute. No, 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 no. This is not how this is gonna go. All right. We got somebody's pa or pat, okay, or pale in reverse. Mm. So I enjoy doing this or whatever like this. I don't enjoy the back end. Okay. Um, this is something purposefully being done though, I think. That's just what I think. Yeah, we got a lustful energy here. Somebody was lusting after somebody's riches here. So my name could be even Rich or Richard or Richie or something like this. Valentine. See, this could be also that too, because I was thinking about the Valentine Day. I was wondering, I think I was pregnant too. And I was wondering, like, my boyfriend was going to do for Valentine's Day or something like this. And I'm just now thinking back at this particular time. I just remember this. I think we were on the verge of something because I think that I was staying over there at the Grandmore house, but I was going back and forth, and we ended up at the Metropolitan House at the time, and hmm, I remember being in my room and he had a teddy bear in there. He had like some maybe a candle in there, had some like flowers on the floor. It was just like a little trinket or something like this. Um and then I came in there and he was showing me, and then we had a deep conversation or something that day. But I'm wondering if, because whatever it was, we should have been broken back up, or whatever was talked about, we shouldn't have got back together, or I don't know, it was something like this. And I'm thinking, like, wait a minute, somebody could have been lusting after somebody, or, somebody was like, hey, get out of here, go east or go this way or whatever. If this is like a thing like this with this twins or clones, you know, it- when you was broken up with this girl, I was watching her. Okay. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? If this is a secret, you see? Okay. My person, I never was told about my person having a twin out of the 30 years I knew him. But could he have? I don't know. If this is a scam, people, I don't know. Could these people just been in the cloning? Could there been somebody else that cloned this person and they wanted a taste of having this person over here? And so they had to struggle to see which one was going to show up or whatever like this. So two different groups could have access to this young girl or whatever. I'm getting number one here. And then we also have somebody's tongue is underneath this person's feet. There's also this a chameleon energy or older person here. Okay. I'm getting a feminine energy though. Lusting after someone. What is that on her back? Is it? There might be a child hiding back there, or there's some clothes hanging, something hanging off this person's back or something. I don't know what that is, but again, Alpha and Omega. Somebody could have knew something. The star here, okay, and then we got this instrument, this instrument here. Um, 10 years ago. Okay, so something could have happened 11 years ago. You was independent, and 10 years ago somebody came and did something. All right, claim to be the alpha and the omega in a certain area or something. Maybe these people's brain waves are set up and yours are not. So if you think about it that way, you know, it's like to be appreciative for the people that didn't really give up on something, if it was a mistake. I don't like the people that you knew what the fuck was going on and you just wanted the advantage, or you thought it was funny. Okay. So I don't know. Somebody could have been already claiming to be this. Somebody could even be 10 years older than this person. But it's almost like somebody stripped this blue coat is behind her back. All right. It's almost like somebody stripped somebody of their clothes, left them naked. Trying to say that this person was a lustful person, pregnant maybe. Her stomach look a little round, or she got a little chummy thing hanging, a little stomach. And somebody else took all these things and said, I am the Alpha and the Omega, blah, 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 blah. This person was already an Aries. This could have been an emperor, and somebody made this person naked or stripped them. And then somebody lost their protection here, this tiger. And somebody still couldn't dominate this person. All right. I don't know if somebody is trying to call, dominating somebody by getting somebody like from having other interests and other people in general, whether it's family, friends, or lovers. I don't know if this is what somebody's thing is here. All right. Because like you must be insane, because I was supposed to be doing something else here too that you stopped that was very important. Okay, we got Inanna. Queen of heaven and earth, I have nothing to hide. I see and accept all that I am. Let's see. I want to get one more. No, we'll get three. We got Lalita, the red goddess, playful and spirit, power, laughter leads me back to the light. These could also be all three parts of somebody, like yourself or whatever. And then we have Mary Magdalene, the apostle and the two of the apostles. I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. So somebody could be saying something like this here. And then I'm wondering if this has to be like this, or is this what they have been doing, separating a very powerful entity here on earth, so that they can slow down somebody's path or manipulate the situation or trap the person or call them, run circles around this person and do wicked things and blame the person and say, oh, we did all those crimes. We could just blame it on Jesus and Jesus is going to go to jail for us. Okay. It could be something like this, or Christ or whatever. But Christ reigns forever. Somebody could be still, I could be still in Christ mode. Yeah, they could have did things to my clones throughout the time. But I could have been in Christ mode for the past 1,000 years. But there's a spell or something that these witches created, which somebody was not able to do their job. Okay. Properly, or they found out a way to like poke a hole in the baby's head when they little, and then they won't come to their senses until they're this age, and by then we'll be done robbing and pillaging. You just never know. You just never know. Your secrets are safe with me. But it's like a whole bunch of bullying people. It's like how those girls were throwing themselves at the prince at the ball, but there's nothing ballish about this. There's nothing fancy. There's nothing sexy. There's nothing princely. There's nothing. So this doesn't even, like, no. Like, no. Like, that don't even make no sense. Okay? It just don't. And somebody didn't have the authority to do this, to take off your garment and put it on somebody else, or your robe or something. They just didn't, okay? This was some kind of discrimination here, to take your stuff off and give it to somebody else here. They could have gave it to a bunch of people here. This could be 4 friends here. 610 could be significant. 6-1, 1-6, 110. Whoever did this, they did not have the authority to do so. This could also, we got 9-10. This could be that thing where somebody trying to say, oh, somebody was born on the 9th and somebody was born on the 10th, or somebody was born on the 6th and somebody was born on the 10th. And this person was not. Okay. Somebody is a total imposter. They don't have nothing to do with this. Okay. Yeah, because I feel like somebody's saying that a Taurus is being resistant or being like stubborn, and this is just not true. It's like these people, you don't want me to be freaked out. And I think my cousin is, or my aunt, or my grandfather or something is flirting with me. Like, come on now, from the other side. Like, I don't know what y'all do, but this ain't what the part that I experienced. And this could be a burden that was put on someone that came to do something different. God said, okay, I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna make people that's maybe grossed out by this kind of stuff, because something might not be right about what I did in the past. Okay. And I don't know. Because somebody didn't have to try to control somebody because somebody is being submissive, or somebody is saying, oh, you don't know. You just got back in the cage, or we got the bluebird energy here. Somebody's trying to get somebody to submit to them. But nobody even talking to you. This is like somebody saying, oh, tell your wife or whatever. A neighbor saying, tell your wife we having a party this weekend. It's only from 6 to whatever, if y'all want to stop by real quick. And the husband or the wife goes, they don't never tell the other person. They just go to the party for 1 hour or 2. And every weekend these people have a party. And then now these people looking at you crazy because, like, We be asking your husband every single, or your wife every single week to invite you to our barbecue, and she never didn't invite you, or he never didn't invite you. Like, you not like us, or you don't want to. It's like, oh no, I never, like, it's kind of like a little, like, how would you feel about that? How, like, the neighbors should not be coming to me telling me, oh, or treating me differently or something because you didn't if I had to hear this from that feels like a little tiny soft betrayal. It's like a soft betrayal. You might be able to get up, but it's just gonna make you look at that person all the way different. And once you make me have to look at you all the way different, I can't be in control of that now. I can't be in control of that now. You know? And then it's not only your old community and your family, you everywhere you move, the people is doing it. Like, what the fuck is it on me that you think that? And this is something, if you're not careful, you won't pick this up. It's like a community project or something, like, but there's no growth, there's no sharing, there's no caring, there's no nothing. They just looking at you or something. Like, what's wrong with you? And it's not even like standing out front of your house like that movie. It's not even like standing in front of your house like that show. Um, what is that show called? Mm, Them, I think. When those Caucasian people were standing in front of those brown people's house and just looking. It's not like that because nobody is doing that. They may even be waving at you on the street. Nobody's doing that. So, you know, that's that. Also, like, this could be something about somebody like picking on somebody because of their appearance or their weight or because they don't work and somebody else does. Like, I don't know what this is because I don't really see any of these people doing anything around here, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know. It's weird. Okay. Because this could be something that's following you around, but it's not a curse, but it's not a blessing, but it's weird because if I think about it, I've never, like, at high school, in my area, wherever I grew up at, in, elementary school, in the area we were at, I never had a problem making friends there. I never had a problem making friends even when we moved to the north side of town, where it was more Caucasian people around us. I never had a problem, but I'm thinking, like, it had to be something else other than race or skin color because it had to be something deeper, like somebody swapped somebody's files around, or you were a royal and these people are not, or these people are something, they're all mermaids and you are a land being, or it's something, it has to be something else more, how about to say promiscuous? I mean, we could use that word, but it just seemed like it's something more finicky. These people are star seeds and you're an indigo child. These people are that, you're a healer and these people are harmers. I don't know. It's something like this, right? But I've also never been to a place where people just despise me or didn't like me. Even the grocery store, motherfuckers be like trying to have a conversation in line. Like, they could tell me their whole story in the line at the grocery store. So I've never been like, this is a different type of discrimination here. All right? It just is. This could also be sexual something here. If these people are swingers and you're not, or something like this here. Mm, call, us. Somebody want to, they not like, okay, so somebody want to be, they want to call somebody like them or say that you one of them. And this is also somebody saying, oh, when they told Jesus or somebody in the Bible, they said, oh, well, this person is not like one of us. And then they came back and said, oh, this person is one of us. I don't know. Okay, it's something weird like that. Just like I'm telling you, These stories that I'm talking about, these are a different type of story. This is not like, oh, they heard that the baby had, let's use this as an example. Oh, we heard that the baby had, pink eye 3 times in 1 year. That would be a concern for a school teacher or something like this, or a daycare provider or something like this, to maybe notify some kind of authorities, or they had a ringworm in his head and half of the hair fell out. You know, um, you know, um, and somebody's trying to say like you're not taking care of the child, and then you find out your children were swapped out, but nobody knocked on your door and said, "Ma'am, we have these things to think this. We need to take your children." Like that part never happened. Some shadow people came and just took your kid out of the house and gave you a different one, a new one. That's like somebody taking your bag of um Cheerios, okay? Yo, damn, I like those honey wheat something. It got like the wheat things in there, the rice things, and the Cheerios. Okay, honey bunches of oats or something like that. I think I like that one. And that's like somebody taking your honey bunches of oats. Them is some expensive cereal too, and then they giving you some Roleos or something like this, and put that shit at the top of your refrigerator, and you brought honey, like Kellogg or Post or whoever make it. That's what I bought. And you gonna put some roly polios on top of my refrigerator? Oh, we got a problem. So this is like something like that for how I'm looking at it. Like, what do you mean? Why would you do, if there was nothing wrong with what you were doing, then why was I not a part of my child being anything when I was involved in everything of them? We're not talking about no regular shit here. And when I just stopped like that, I started seeing one time when my daughter, I had braids in her hair or whatever, and the braids was in there for probably like 3 weeks or something like this. They was getting a little fuzzy. I was about to start taking them out, but when she was younger, she used to get like cradle cap really bad, or maybe this was a time when she got something like that, but something is telling me to take a little bit of a deeper look at it, okay? Because that could have been like a scar or a scab from somebody, like, I don't know, doing something in somebody's head or something. But I just thought that she was having really bad cradle cap, or she was having how when people, you scratch the scalp or whatever, dandruff, okay? Because they all have a lot of hair, okay? And one time I had some braids in her hair with some beads or whatever. And then this was with the youngest. And then she did something one day, and she was pulling her hair, because she used to pick at the front of her hair. She used to pick at the front of her hair for some reason, like pick at it. And it was a little bit shorter than the rest, okay? And then one day she had braids, and I guess she was pulling on the braids. And one of the braids, there was little tiny box braids, and one of the braids pulled out, okay? And it left her a little pluck, like a little tiny pluck. You could see it though. It was like a pluck of hair was missing because the braid came out. It just, really, and I had to really get in there and get in her scalp and really, you know, get in the scalp here. Um, my sister used to have um, really bad dandruff and stuff like this, because but I thought it was a thing of people, because she always had really long, pretty, thick, full hair, like down her back, my play sister. So when I had children and they had a lot of hair, I thought it was something that comes with that, okay? But something is saying take a closer look, because I don't know, somebody could have did something here, okay? Something else could be the reason why a child was going bald here, or while they were, again, it was at the front of her hair. She used to pluck this part. There could have been another reason why this child was plucking their hair. Okay. Mm. That's what I'm saying. Somebody put like I got Unbridled Spirit a second ago, that song, but somebody could have put, they couldn't put a bridle. Maybe they put those things on a horse's ear. I mean, on their eyes, where they can't look from side to side, them little blinders or whatever, because we got blinds. I can't wait to see your. blinding lights. Mm. Also be something that make you not really privy of what's going on with your neighbors here. Let's see, temperance, the Holy Spirit. Okay, so somebody, maybe this was the temperance energy in the upright. Why would they do that? So there could be some wrath coming here from temperance or the Holy Spirit. My Holy Spirit card. Um, Lord of material success could be in reverse for trying to block someone, because not only were you this person's so-called partner or spouse or wife or something or lover, there was something else here. You guys are family, or there's another component here. Somebody was being stingy or greedy, or they were just being rotten. And some of these people could be treating you like that because they're mad because you're not responding to them. But like, it's like, just like they thought they had with this little dial, sundial energy that y'all using, or the Mayan calendar. God got God timing, and you don't just get to, you know what I'm saying, you don't get to just do whatever this is. I just think that somebody was trying to do, really though. Princess of echoing heels. Also, I don't like these rash on her stomach down here. All right, and then the flame here. I don't want nobody calling me no princess at this ripe old good old age. You understand what I'm saying? Seven of Cups. That means you want to act like my daddy over me and I can't deliver ready. Obviously, you were not. I told you these are people that have been kicked out of the system or something like this. You're trying to get back in. Yeah, you could go work like anybody else and be back to the dust, but you're not coming up here for no crown. Yeah. Okay. I like that saying. I fix people crowns. I like to fix people's crown, but I'll knock that bitch across the room if you think, okay, that you're gonna try to uplift mine or take mine from me. All right. So that's just kind of like what this is. And that's something that a king of kings will probably say. All right. Like, don't badger me and try to make me off my throne when I was supposed to be the first one on my throne, and then say, oh, these is thrones or whatever. And then when I say, nigga, it ain't gonna be no thrones. And y'all think y'all slick or something like that. Then you ready to fight. Like, no, you know what you did first. Hierophant. Six of Wands. Girl, please, that'll be torture. Trying to play these games that people playing with. That's why somebody don't want you on the scene, baby. Because somebody could try to take your man all day. But if that motherfucker wasn't ready to be, he wasn't awake, or she wasn't awake, and they wasn't ready to go in the first place, everywhere y'all go, somebody don't want you up in the building. You know what I'm saying? Because everywhere you go, girl, please, 'cause I ain't even got to want your man, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even got to want him. You know what I'm saying? But what's mine is mine forever. What you worried about if you swingers? And I ain't even talking about on that level. It's just like, psh, it ain't even like I ain't even got to touch you again. It's just like, look, you better tell somebody who was the queen bee around this bitch or something like this. I don't know what to tell you. I ain't gonna be nothing in my motherfucking kingdom. I mean, I know that. Illumination success. Yeah, somebody is. I never even seen that card in here. I don't use these cards enough, and I actually do like them. Yeah, somebody stopped you. Somebody came through. Maybe that should be illegal too. To come through and stop some type of success. All right, and then we got this fly guy kind of energy. Somebody could be spying. We got the butterfly wings here. And then the prince of the chariots of the wind. Somebody else could be also handicapped here. All right. Lord of sorrow in reverse. Lord of material work in reverse. Um, I don't know, y'all. I'm just wondering who is this making all these problems in the background. And I don't want to be none between no two brothers where one brother want to get back at the other brother just because the other brother took that person woman, and now the other brother looking back at the woman he left behind, and this one like, nope, I'm gonna go get that one. Like, I ain't trying to be no part of nothing like this. Mm-mm. It's also like there's some double eight kind of energy. Like these people is holding up time or something with a bunch of people. And it's like, maybe, okay, say in your household, when you was with this person, mm, they was just like giving you breadcrumbs or something like this or whatever like that, right? Um, little chump change or something to get shit handled around the house. You really can't buy even the new set of bath towels with the amount of money that somebody giving you for your house. So everything just started getting drained down or something like this. This could also be a sign that these people are like, I don't know, trying to separate or leave or take your stuff away. I don't know. It's just something how I'm looking at it. But, you know, then they get with another person or whatever, and they just say, here you go, take all, because this person looked better than you or something, and then they say, just take all the bank accounts, I don't even care, just give me $10 a week, I'll get it through. Yeah, go spend whatever you want, like, you know what I'm saying? So when they get this other person, okay, that maybe didn't bring value, but they brought value in a different way. They taught them how to grind or hustle or get money from outside things. You were the one that produced seed or something that got this person the most money they ever had in their life, but they didn't share equally with you while they were with you. This could also be a reason for alimony, I think. All right. But there could also be somebody, say this was somebody that was with somebody, and they made them work and they made them pay half of everything. But when they get you, they don't want you to work and pay half of everything. They want you just to stay there. Okay. And they had the trophy wife already. And you may not be the most trophiest thing, but the person wants you to stay home. It's something like that. Like, I don't know. I'm just detecting something strange. Okay, and we don't know if this is just an agenda to, because maybe at this point in your life you ain't even playing with that. You don't want to stay at home. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be in no situation where somebody could play with you like the fuck they want to ever again. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, it's hard to think about it like this. Lord of great strength. Like, you don't want to be in a position where, and these are just scenarios, you don't want to be in a situation where you would have to be sitting there looking stupid again, not knowing what to do. You understand? So, what am I saying? Um, but like I said, I feel like somebody's like, no, don't even trip, because this is in the account just in case some shit happened. I don't even got access to this. You know what I'm saying? And then there you go. You know what I'm saying? That's a real man. So somebody is saying that somebody is not a man. Okay, because they see you being some type of way of religious here, and somebody's like, I don't know, maybe taking advantage of it or something like this. Yeah, somebody could be like a cool, I don't know, somebody dressed like this or something, y'all. Somebody dressed like this, and somebody on this same shit with your child now. They could be even in a new vassal, but somebody is on this shit with your child. So somebody can have long hair and somebody can have long heraldry. Okay, hold on, let me look at this. Like, these people expect, these is women like coming at me like, we expect you. I'm like, what? I ain't signed up to be with you. Or like some men or something like what the fuck is that? I didn't even get to start building my thing yet. Like, what is this? A tourist and a cop. Priest, slaves. A tourist, a cop, and y'all heard it. They slaves, a teen or teens. Or as a teen. The priest, the tourist, and the cop. Somebody could be from India because they have a culture of people with the long hair. You know, the guy was telling me, yeah, we look at our women by their hair or something. We have to see the hair first or something. But I was thinking, no, you ain't talking about no damn hair on nobody's head. You talking about somebody's heraldry. You talking about how much if they money long. Yeah, wife and teen. So somebody, I don't know, there could be a story on the media you should pay attention to. Somebody could have ended the life of their teen and their wife to appease to a younger woman or something like this. Or this could be a lover of they self here. They ripped off these people. Okay. A mob boss is in reverse. And then we have the cop and the tourist. Or this somebody could be like a tourist or a tour, like somebody that's touring a place, or what did I say? A mentor. This is somebody that comes and assesses property. Maybe even you. We got the general is in the upright, and then we have the mob boss in the reverse. So a king of wands could be in the reverse. Some people is not, yeah, well, I don't know if these people are all standing in solidarity about what has happened to a wife and a teenager. What somebody is not, but this is like this ain't a man, this like a weak-minded amoeba, a meat bag or something. Unless, like I told you, these people were doing this crime for so long, they fell in love behind the scenes. This could even be, it's not even really unaliving. Somebody just stole everything that these people have that would make them be able to survive or breathe in this lifetime, this new way. Somebody's religious. This could also be this alchemy in you energy here. This could be the younger version of this masculine. Okay. The spitting cobra is what I call this person. And somebody could be having their feelings hurt. Okay. This could also be the forever young version of somebody's mother. Some these people could be we got 505. These could be the people that don't want to give up they don't want to give up this could be who used some kind of vaccine or something to put in somebody. But we picked up on this already. We did. So this already happened before and somebody did it again. Rips somebody off religiously over and over again. And this time they just killed the wife and the teen. And the mob boss is in reverse, a king of wands here. This could be three people, or this could be something that happened. These are like headlines energy. This could be something that happened in the past. Somebody could also be, this could be the two. Okay. Okay. Because the stabs person could be the forever young version of this person's actual original spouse. The person could have got caught up in some voodoo or something like this. I don't know. This almost too like something else is going on here. Somebody's showing an image of something, but that's not how it is here. Somebody could be not able to walk or something like this. And again, that's a horrible situation. You know, you got to really trust people around you when you in a Okay, this is okay. Now we're going back to the timeline about 4 years ago. So this is what is going on all this time. Hmm. I don't know. Like this would be like what I'm trying to say is the closest to somebody recording a whole bunch of stuff. Like for 10 years, they record some stuff. Them doing something, surfing or something every day or whatever. Because they knew something, but so they was trying to keep this spirit alive by you catching a glimpse and picking up on this person energy. Like, do I know this person? I'm intrigued by this channel, or who is this person? And then you might randomly watch this person, go back and check or something like this, see this person on social media. What you're seeing is them 10 years ago. They're trying to give you the appearance by seeing a video upload online. This is what I'm saying. Like, think about something like this, that they was just walking around online, going through, traveling through the mountains terrain, but really somebody lost their mobility or something here in some type of way a while back. And think about this person thinking they was gonna die. Like, okay, maybe I'm putting on too much right now, but this is like somebody thinking they're about to die and then they made it. And they made it. But it's something that they did before they left, or something they wasn't able to protect you from, or somebody's feeling some kind of way, y'all. Somebody's feeling some kind of way because somebody is not showing up. They could be even being aggressive or something like this because you could be hurting them. Oh, look, y'all not about to. I'm not about to. I'm not doing it. So I'm gonna just get off the video right here. Okay.